Deepwater, written by William Douglas, a presentation by Swati Thakre. Let's see some information about the author first. William O. Douglas was born on 16th October 1898. He was born in Washington. He was an American jurist and politician. Theme of the chapter: Deepwater deals with the childhood fear of Douglas. A misadventure at the YMCA pool developed an aversion of water in him, and he suffered from hydrophobia. The story focuses on the fact that childhood fears must never be treated lightly. If they are not tackled, then they make deep inroads into one's psychology. Douglas analyzes his fear and finally determines to overcome it. Now, the next point in this chapter is the narrator speaks about a childhood incident and his decision to learn swimming. This chapter, Deepwater, written by William Douglas, it speaks about this narrator's childhood experience. He speaks about an incident which had given him a lifelong lesson. From a very young age, the narrator had developed a hatred for water and water bodies because of an incident which had happened when he was 3 or 4 years old. He had gone to a California beach with his father where a wave swept over him. He was terrified as he got buried in water and was breathless for some time. The incident had left terror in the narrator's heart. After some years, at the age of 10 or 11 years, he had decided to learn swimming at the YMCA pool at Yakima. The narrator's mother had often warned him of the dangers of the Yakima River, which she said was very dangerous, as many cases of drowning had taken place in the river. The narrator considered the pool safe as it was only 9 feet deep, being 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end. Also, the drop was gradual. The narrator was conscious of his skinny, that is, very thin legs, and hated the idea of walking naked into the pool. But he calmed his pride and decided to pursue his intentions. The next point: how he began to feel comfortable in water. The sight of the pool reminded the narrator of his childhood experience. He somehow gathered courage and paddled with his new water wings. He tried to copy others while trying hard to learn swimming. After 2 or 3 days, just as he had begun to feel comfortable with the sport, a misadventure happened with him at the pool. Now, this misadventure in the pool and the narrator's strategy to manage crisis. The narrator went to the pool when no one was there. The water in the pool was clear. He felt timid about going alone into the pool, so he waited for the others to come. Just then, a boy of good physique, who must have been about 18, walked in. He had thick hair on his chest and muscles on his legs and arms. He picked up the narrator and threw him into the pool. The narrator landed in the water in a sitting position. He swallowed water while going down. Though he was frightened, he did not lose his wits. On his way down, he planned to make a big jump when his feet touched the bottom. Now, scenario at the bottom of the pool. The way down took longer than he had imagined. His lungs were about to burst, but he summoned all his strength and made a great jump towards. He came up slower than he had expected. He tried to clutch at the rope at the side of the pool, but only water came in his hand. He tried to shout, but no sound came out. Only his eyes and nose came out of the water.